Y'all feel it?
A message to all you pseudo spitters. The sound is cool, but the trend I see is the truth is missing. I feel the flow is stupid. You claim that the music's different. I guess it's all opinion, depending on who was listening.
What's the word, y'all? This is KCR_podcast, Another Rose Podcast. You are now in the building for our wrestling weekly recap with Cinco, Big Harv, and J-Bo himself. How y'all doing today?
Beautiful Saturday, my guy.
Beautiful Saturday. Big Harv, how you feeling today?
Yeah, man, you know, I'm here.
That's right.
That's what I do. I show up.
Show up and show out. That's what we do with KCR Podcast. Also, shouts out to Ramblin, Gamblin Sports Network. You know, it's all about the money, so it don't talk about dollars. It don't make sense. And also send out a quick prayer to them because they did just experience the hurricane that just hit recently down south because they are in Louisiana. So please, shouts out to them, prayers to them. Hopefully the city gets back to normal and everything will be in good shape. And they are at and Gamblin on Twitter. Look at their network, look at their podcast, look at their YouTubes. They got all sports betting bookings, you know, with the UFC, MMA. But now they want us to get into the wrestling because that's what we do.
That's right.
And with that being said, last week we were just talking about SummerSlam pay-per-view. Yeah. This week we talking about WWE Payback.
A week later,
and I'm not even gonna lie, WWE did a good job with setting up some matches within a 7-day time frame, and they are good quality matches. And we're just gonna go through each match individually, but we're just gonna name them out real quick. First off, we have the Universal Title match with the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, the Monster, Braun Strowman, and the big dog has finally came back, Roman Reigns. Mm-hmm. Another match we got going down is the women's tag team match with Becky. No, not Becky. I'm sorry. They names start with B. You got Becky. You got Banks. You got Bayley. I'm sorry. I'm tired, y'all. But anyway, I looked at her face and I was like, Becky, like, dang, it don't look like Becky Lynch right now.
That ain't Becky. That ain't
hopefully
the man, bro.
Hey,
that
Becky Lynch, hope you're doing well with your pregnancy right now. Anyway, moving on from that, we got Bayley and Sasha Banks, the champions, versus Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. Another match we got is Keith Lee against our hometown hero, Randy Orton. We have Apollo versus Hurt Business's very own Bobby Lashley. Then we have the Mysterios against the Monday Night Messiah and Murphy. We got Corbin versus the Bro, Matt Riddle. And last but not least, we have Sheamus versus Big E. So with that being said, we're going to get started from the bottom up. So we're going to start with our very own Big E versus Sheamus. Who's the guy for that match?
You got JR.
Definitely got Big E. I feel like this is just a stop on his ascension towards title picture. So I think it's just, you know, something for him to display himself. A good match with Sheamus. Sheamus always puts on a solid match. It's going to be a good heavyweight, contest. But Big E.
Yeah, Sheamus will definitely bring out the best out of Big E, especially Sheamus has a history of putting on good matches with big guys. So Big E, especially with his singles run pretty much being thrusted at this point, it's a no-brainer that Big E would win this one. In fact, I can't even see a liable reason why Sheamus would win unless they are going to build a feud with each other. So Big E definitely.
I'm with that. I'm going with Big E too. He's going to help build on his singles run that he needs, and hopefully he'll get put in that title contention sometime soon, later down the line. All right, Next match we got up is Mojo Rawley Jr., Matt Riddle versus Corbin.
Hey, yo, that's disrespectful, yo.
Hey, he did take the game, but made it better. I ain't gonna lie. But anyway, who you got in that match, Riddle or Corbin?
This one, I'm actually going to go with Corbin. I think they're actually going to start working off this feud a little bit more. I mean, they've been kind of going at it for a little while now, but knowing Corbin's history, they're going to probably build him first and then give Matt Riddle like a nice recovery victory like in the next few weeks or whatever in some type of gimmick match. So I'm giving it to Baron.
Big R.
Yeah, this is a toss-up. I like Riddle more, so I'm gonna go with Riddle. I think his gimmick's annoying as he's really annoying, but I like him in the ring. I like his talent. I'm gonna go with Riddle.
Wait till I get my toe stub in the ring. No, but no, I'm going with King Corbin on this one. One, because he is from Missouri, on the other side of Missouri, not St. Louis. But yeah, that's one reason. And another reason is I feel like it's too soon to give Riddle this kind of win. I think Corbin, he's gonna get a dirty win. Obviously, not gonna be a clean win, of course, but he's still gonna get that dub in that match. All right, next up we have Rey Mysterio and his son again, and yeah. Why do they keep? I'm sorry, why do they keep giving him a match? Like, is okay? I'm gonna hold my feelings about this. All right, Rey Mysterio and Dominic versus the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins and Murphy. Big Harv, who you got in this match? I'm not gonna
give that. I'm gonna give it to the Mysterios, man.
Why? Why?
Because Seth won the 1-on-1. I feel like I said that on the predictions for the other one that the tag team match was coming shortly.
You did say
that's how
that.
That's how Dominic's gonna get his W. So yeah, I think they're gonna get it.
How? I'm sorry, J-Bo. I'm tired of saying this. Here, J-Bo.
I don't know how. You know.
All right.
Let me hear your opinion.
First off and foremost, you know, like I've been saying every episode, I'm a sole Dominic supporter, mainly because Cinco hates him. So obviously I'm going with the Mysterios on this one. You did ask how. I mean, if I were to predict, I can just see Mysterio and Ray doing a double 619 on Buddy Murphy and leaving Seth Rollins out of the pinfall. So I'm still giving it to the Mysterios regardless.
That's cute.
You know, Ray gonna hit the 619 and he gonna come off top with the ugly frog splash again for win.
the stiff splash.
That's how they gonna do it.
I'm going with Rollins and Murphy. Seth Rollins is going to bless Rey Mysterio in that ring. Seth Rollins is going to anoint Dominic in that ring.
Boy,
Seth Rollins is going to make a sacrifice for Murphy and knock out the Mysterios in that ring. I do not see Seth Rollins losing to a man that is no taller than me or J-Bo at that. I don't see Seth Rollins losing to a guy that can only do arm drags. You know, I'm not going to go into it. I'm sorry. This is not a shoot.
We'll wait till Sunday.
Yeah, we'll wait for our episode. Yeah, but anyway, I'm going with Seth Rollins. And, next up, we got
ridiculous.
Apollo, the champion, the U.S. title match. He's going against Bobby Lashley from the Hurt Business. Now, this is the match that we're actually expecting to happen. We thought it was going to happen to some extent, but it was a good build. It was a good saver since they were going to do something like this for Payback. So, Apollo, Lashley, who you got?
I got I'm gonna go with Lashley. I feel like and I said that as well before. I feel like the whole build has been for Lashley to get that title and bring it to the Hurt Business. I've never really been more excited for an Apollo Crews match, if I can be honest. The Hurt Business is there. They're doing their job, man, and they made themselves important. They made themselves exciting and something to look forward to. And I feel like they need to bring the gold on over to the Hurt Business.
So you're saying Apollo's stale?
That's not what I said at all.
That's not what he said at all.
He kind of slipped that in there. Anyway, J-Bo, who you got?
Yeah. Obviously, I'm going with Lashley on this one. You know, the last time we had an episode, I made a prediction towards MVP. The main reason why is because the Hurt Business was doing so well that they was going to hold gold. But we all mutually agreed that obviously Bobby Lashley is like the main reason in the Hurt Business. To be honest with you, after MVP lost clean to Apollo, that just proves that MVP is nothing more than a major mouthpiece in the show, and he should. That's fine. So now that Bobby Lashley got his opportunity for one of the singles titles, it's good for him. It will not do Hurt Business good if Apollo wins clean again. It won't. It'll hurt them badly.
Yeah,
so Bobby Lashley needs this win, not just for himself, but honestly for the entire faction.
And I agree with both of y'all on that. I feel like Bobby Lashley will win against Apollo tomorrow at Payback with ease. Oh, not with ease. Yeah, I'm gonna say with ease. Yeah, just outlaw for him, man. Let's give the U.S. title some excitement, instead of just in-league action. Anyway, moving on with that. I know, Harv, you hate me, but I like entertainment. It's more than just anyway. Moving on. Randy,
the entertainer won't be the champion. Bobby Lashley can't talk either, man.
He
needs a mouthpiece. So yeah, that's why I'm shaking my head. It doesn't make sense. All right. But yeah.
We have Keith Lee versus RKO Randy Orton, the hometown hero from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm conflicted. I'm conflicted. We all love Keith Lee. We all do. We love everything about him except for his new entrance music. Hopefully that gets changed tomorrow. WWE, if you hear us, please hear the WWE universe, the wrestling Twitter universe, the wrestling community universe. Everybody, we want the NXT entrance music back. Do not do this to us. But with that being said, I'm going Randy Orton. I'm sorry, Keith Lee, but I can't turn on St. Louis. It's St. Louis versus everybody over here. Orton's a vet. You good. You a vet in the wrestling business, but you a rookie in the WWE. It's a whole different ball game, different ballpark, different setting surroundings. So Orton know that square circle like the back of his head, and all it just take is one RKO to put you to sleep. So I'm going with Orton on that one. Who y'all got? J-Ball, I'll give you this one.
I kind of agree with Cinco for the first time.
Ball game.
And the reason why is that Randy Orton has had like an amazing build for months. Keith Lee just came on the scene. Keith Lee and Randy Orton can go in there, put on a clinic. Keith Lee can lose and still be fine on Raw. Randy Orton, if he loses, he already lost his match against Drew McIntyre, then he lost again against Keith Lee. That automatically puts a stop to his build. However, what I really think is going to happen is going to turn out to be a no contest. I think both guys in a position where it can be a DQ and Keith Lee will be fine, Randy will be fine, continue on the feud. But I will say if there has to be a victor, I'll put on Randy.
Good call with that no contest. I didn't think about that. Big Hard.
If there's a no contest, I see it from Edge coming back and interfering, catching him with a spear. But I don't see if Keith Lee loses this match, man, this is the biggest call-up botch WWE has ever done. They brought him up with the whack attire, with the whack music, and then he gonna lose his in-ring debut. I'm not saying that I think he's gonna win. I'm saying if he doesn't win, it's the biggest botch they've had on a big name call up, man. Like I don't, and because they've been building Orton more for the legend killer type shtick, I could see him taking the loss. But I don't know, man. If Keith Lee loses, this is a bad move. They need to put him back down, reset, go back down to NXT for a couple more months, bring him back up fresh later because this is just a botch. I don't know what they're doing.
And WWE, if you are listening to us, don't give us the Viking experience if you're going to give him some other whack name or new. I don't want to see no limited Keith Lee. I want to see the limitless Keith Lee, okay? So
they're going to change his name to the Chocolate Express. He gonna come out with the Godfather, the train, doing the train moves, the chugga.
Basket.
I'm calling the Chocolate Express. There it is.
All right, the women tag team title match. We have Sasha Banks and Bayley versus Shayna Baszler and Nia Jackson. Honestly, I think, man, Sasha Banks and Bayley, but they gonna catch one hell of a fade on Sunday. you got these two powerhouse women and Nia Jackson and Baszler going against Bayley and Sasha Banks. Woo, man. You know what? I feel it's gonna be a clean sweep with that match, or I could see Sasha Banks walking off and letting Bayley just get the brakes beat off her easily. But I'm easily going with Baszler and Nia Jackson for this match. Who y'all got?
Yeah, I called this at SummerSlam. I said that Bayley was going to defend and Sasha was going to lose her belt. That's exactly what happened. And then especially from what happened on SmackDown where Bayley would just dogging Banks, even though them cow pants was quite questionable, she was dogging Banks heavy. I think this is finally the turning point where Banks would say, look, I'm done with you. I'm taking your belt. They can have this tag team titles. So, yeah, I'm going with Shayna and Jax on this one.
Paul? Go ahead.
I don't care. No. Seriously, I don't. Like, who pops up after this? We know, we predict, we talked about it. Who's going to be the contenders after this? There's no tag division. It doesn't matter.
This is why
Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler are gonna win to set up the match between Bayley and Sasha. Yeah, we this is a rehash. of like the past 2-3 episodes we did. We know it's pointless. Who cares? New champs, whatever.
It's not
Next match.
All right, last but not least, the Universal title match. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, the former champ and the monster, Braun Strowman, and the big dog, and the new Paul Heyman guy.
Yeah, that changes things.
Roman Reigns did not see that coming at all.
Oh, man.
No.
That
WWE,
changes things.
That was nice.
Good job.
good.
Good job,
That
y'all.
was good.
Woo, man. Whoever came with that, give him a raise right now.
Yeah,
Because, man,
yeah.
that was
Good on
one.
you.
That was one hell of a movie.
Yeah,
But anyway, this triple threat match. Braun Strowman's not winning. So it's between the Fiend and the big dog. And you know what? I feel like it's gonna go to Roman Reigns with this one. I can see it because for some reason, well, I could say why, but other people don't see why. I just don't see Bray Wyatt holding the title for a very long time with how the WWE misuses him. So with that being said, and you bring Paul Heyman back with Reigns, I see a hell of a lot of storylines coming up, a lot of mouthpieces for this champ. So yeah, it's Reigns' title. He came back. He's getting it, big dog champ again. Who y'all got?
Who you got, JR?
Yeah, I agree. No, not the Fiend. Unfortunately, I hate to see it, but with the addition of Paul Heyman, it's a no-brainer to me, man. Why would they? It wouldn't make it be another big botch. I don't know why they put him with him. This is a big twist. Like I said before, I didn't think that it was really a heel turn. This would solidify him as a heel partner with Paul, and I'm all for that. And like it would be pointless for him to partner with Paul and then lose, not capitalize and win the title. I hate that they have to use the Fiend, but they're going to use him more as a set piece going forward. He's just there to antagonize and be an entity more than he is to be a title holder. Unfortunately, but it is what it is. Roman Reigns, man, and I hope they give him full-fledged heel, and I hope he needs some new attire too, man. I'm tired of him coming out with the SWAT gear, the flak jacket with the pad on the front and the cargo pants, man. Forever. I need you to be more serious now, my guy.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Man, Roman Reigns is obviously the most obvious one. I mean, we all knew that Roman needed, some type of mic power for a while. And Paul Heyman personally is perfect because he has a history with Brock Lesnar. I can even see it as Roman Reigns. He's been fighting Brock Lesnar for so long, and he's like, I needed somebody who has that same backing. And Paul Heyman would make 1,000% sense. So that's great. What I want to happen is I don't want them to kill off the Fiend character so quickly after he just won the belt. What I would want to happen is Bray Wyatt pin Strowman without Roman being involved, and then that'll set up Roman and the Fiend. But
we know that's coming.
Yeah, that's what I would want.
So it would extend his reign too. Yeah, I would enjoy that happening, but.
Yeah,
Vince is with Roman.
Right, and that's the key thing, Jay Harvey, is that knowing how Vince is, I can see them going ahead, pulling the plug on the Fiend already, and just giving it to Roman Reigns now that they put him with Heyman. So, yeah, we'll give it to Reigns. Keep it mutual.
All right, and with that being said, that is your WWE Payback card so far. They might announce another match. They might give us a preview, pre-show match, but this is all we know right now. But for that is all the time that we have today for your Wrestling Weekly Recap with the Roast Podcast, KCR_podcast. Be sure to like, follow, comment, subscribe on all social media platforms. I'm tongue twisted. I'm sorry. All podcast platform, man. I'm sorry. This ain't like me, but yeah, like I said, follow us, KCR_podcast, Twitter, Instagram, Know the Roast Podcast at Facebook, Know the Roast Podcast at YouTube, Know the Roast Podcast, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts. We are on everything that you're looking for. Also, tune in with Ramblin and Gamblin Sports. They're in it for the money because if you don't talk about dollars, it don't make sense. Follow them at Gamblin, and please be with them as they recover from the hurricane that they hit their city. Please be with them. And with that being said, I also have another surprise for this show like I did last show. Last week, like I told y'all, I was in the WWE Thunderdome for the first Monday Night Raw episode at the Amway Center. And guess who just got in again? Yes. Me. Plus.
I'm going to start applying to
Hold
this
on.
mess.
I'm not done yet.
Oh,
me.
man, this dude.
Not only me, but J-Bo himself and Big Harv. All three of us will be at the WWE Thunderdome this Monday.
Wakanda forever.
Catch us on the episode. Prayers up to him and his family too as well. Yes, we will be at the Thunderdome, so tune in on Monday, 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time,
Beautiful.
6 p.m. Mountain Time, 5 p.m.
Beautiful.
Pacific Time. But yes, all three of us will be in there. I got all of us three in, and that is our show, and we are out.